Anoka Ice Arena. Sunday, November 26th. Minnesota River Bulldogs versus the St. Paul Capitals. Bulldogs 0-2 on the weekend. Capitals 2-0. Last game of pool play. Last game for the Bulldogs this weekend. If you think 0-2 versus 2-0 matters, it probably will. If the Bulldogs come out swinging, they'll be just fine. Puck is dropped. Opening draw. Sent back by Moon. Bear ahead. Out of the reach of Heilman all the way down. Icing will be the call. I believe one of the officials here has a little history with this team. Reffing the game Friday night. Doesn't like to take a whole lot of sass from players, coaches, fans. Loose puck behind the net. Heilman picks it up off the wall to Moon. Moon gets it back to the middle. Capitals take over. Thrown in the middle off a skate. Loose puck over the wall. Hunt's going to throw it towards the zone, but not in. Now on the logo. Moon goes for the hit, takes the body. Nice job there. Hunt sends it ahead for Brown, who dumps it in. They'll go off for a change. Moon in on the forecheck alone. There's a little bit of a hit over on the wall. Puck is held, but then comes out. Thrown back in offside. 14:08 remaining in our opening period. Capitals appear to still be asleep. Be a good time for the Bulldogs to jump on them. Face off underneath everybody. Now poke free. Capitals will gain the line. Swenson on the back check. Gets it below his net. Capitals are going to walk out front. Saved by Swenson. Now coming back the other way. Welch down the left side. Gain the line. Walks to the middle offsides. Nolan kind of got tangled up and went in a little bit early. Faces off just outside the St. Paul zone. Squirts in. Capitals will drop deep, go D to D. Off his stick into the corner. Play it behind their net. Now up the wall. Bulldogs hold for the moment. Now the Capitals bring it out. Send it far side. Enzo's there. Good job by the Bulldogs to keep that one off of their goaltender. Out they come. Telejohn across the red line. Throws it far side off a Capital stick. Welch into the corner to battle for it. Now Telejohn comes up. Gets a piece of it. But St. Paul pokes it out. Bear looks, throws it back up the wall. Probably should have went D to D there. Hunt back up the wall too. Capitals hang on to it. And rebound comes out into the slot. Bulldogs send it through the neutral zone, but now kicked by Smuter. Down the wall, St. Paul there first. Bulldogs need to light a little bit of a fire under their ass. Hunt spins around, throws it far side off the glove of Smuter. Carlin throws it just out of the reach of Hathaway. St. Paul picks it up in their end again. Around their net, up the wall. Easy breakout for St. Paul. Conlon spins and throws it back deep. Bulldogs changing a couple players. Now thrown up high. Chipped out. Fired off the wall by Dunker. Now into the zone. Smuter walking in. Makes a move. Got it on his backhand toward the net. Heilman gets it on net, but goalie makes the save. 12:05 remaining. By who? Oh. Yeah, okay. I can't see the game if I move. Carried out through the neutral zone. Into the Bulldogs' end. Shot goes wide of the net. Now chipped. Brown carries it in. Now behind the net. Moon from his knees. Still on his knees. Get up, Grayson. Bearsy will pinch and hold it. Chipped up high. Swenson's got it. Fires it wide of the net. Far side. Moon picks it up. Takes a shot, but it hits the skate. Now goes up. Ooh, shot over the net. All the way in. Cycle back deep. Got to get on that. Brown there just a little late. St. Paul chips it up and out at the logo. Dunker throws it back to Swenson. Gets it taken away. Good hit there by Brown. Here comes Swenson across the logo on the red line. Takes a long-range shot. Hits some sticks. Now down into the corner. Welch and Telejohn trying to get a handle on it. Now Welch has got it. Can't get a clear shooting lane, so Swenson down in the corner. Gets bumped off. St. Paul comes away with it. Carries it out around their net. Thrown up high. And out now. Far wall. Telejohn's going to win the race there and just try to dump it in, but now they get it deep. Hathaway in behind the net. Thrown up the wall. Valentini holds. Welch trying to poke it. Now Hathaway's got it at the goal line. Takes a sharp angle shot. Saved by the goalie. Now around behind the net. Kicked back in by Hunt. St. Paul will drop back. Go around the net the other way. Thrown up high. Sent all the way down in. 1 forechecker. Oh, turnover in the slot. Deep for Dunker. Now back up the wall to Conlon. Conlon turns it back down low. Throws it to Dunker. Back to Conlon. Now up off the glass and out. D to D a couple times. Going right past the Bulldogs. Walking down into the slot. Heilman on the back check. Takes him down and for a moment there, the Capitals had a scoring chance. I don't know that Max really saw where it ended up, but it was underneath him, and that's all that matters. Brown's going to muscle that one out of the zone. Threw it to the middle, but it went off a Capitals skate. Moon drops back for Bear. Bear over to Hunt. Hunt up to Brown at the red line. Loses the puck. Hunt now at the red line. Will throw it deep. Capitals be there first. Brown in on the forecheck. Capitals throw it far side. Moon just pitches it back right to the defenseman. Brown with a big hit. Bash brothers are here today, and that's what we need to see. Thrown all the way down. This will be on goal. All right. Good save. Swenson in. Oh, whiffed on it. Welch gets spun around the other way. Capitals take it wide down the right side into the corner. Swenson pokes it behind his net. Telejohn will pick it up. Oh, Johnston from St. Paul thought he was going to give it to Tyson there, but Telejohn gives more than he receives there. Down the wall goes Welch. Into the corner. Swenson's there to help him out. Oh, tried to get it up high, but Capitals. Oh, good shot there from Dunker. All the way far corner. Through the neutral zone and all the way in. Tipped along the way, so icing is waved off. Capitals get it behind the Bulldog net. Enzo throws it into the corner. And not a whole lot. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Enzo just got frickin' laid down by Brady. What in the hell? Anywho. The St. Paul team is 2-0 on the weekend, and I'm struggling to find out how. Now at the logo, Anki Smooter walking in, shooting high into the glove of the goalie. So 6:53 remaining in period one. Bulldogs are just fine here. Conlon takes a shot into the glove. Hathaway wins another draw over to Conlon. Up to Bear. Bear shoots it wide of the net. Far wall. Bulldogs can't hold. Bears chips it back. Now here come the Capitals into the zone, gaining the line with the room to shoot. It hit a piece of the glove there and went wide. So now Hunt will chip it around his net. Bear over to pick it up. Up to the point. Walking in, shooting. Oh, redirected out front. Looked like Brecken was on him, but he got a stick on it. Lifted it up and over the shoulder of Swenson. And St. Paul takes a 1-0 lead with 6:09 remaining in period one. Yeah. Puck is dropped, controlled by the Capitals. Into the zone they come. Shooting. Glove saved by Swenson. A little bit more jump in the step of the Capitals after scoring that goal. Puck is down and battling along the wall. Dylan runs him into the wall. Puck's underneath him. Moon tries to get it out, but can't. Now it eventually comes across the blue line. They'll regroup. Throw it back across. Grayson whiffs on a poke attempt. They'll gain the line, but he offsides. St. Paul wins the draw from the red line. Throw it deep. Middle of the zone. Brady just turns it over. Back to the Capitals. They'll throw it up. Tried to chip it in, and now they'll carry it in. A couple swings and misses. Thrown out into the slot. Bulldogs are there. Moon's got it. Skating out the middle. Takes a couple whacks from behind. Loses the puck. Slides in off sides. Brown chips it in, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off just outside St. Paul's zone. 5:09 remaining. Period one. Bulldogs trail 1-0. 0 goals on the weekend. Puck goes far side. St. Paul wins the race. Thrown all the way down, but it was chipped and not far enough for icing. Now around behind the net. St. Paul will get it back. They'll cycle it back down. Behind the Bulldogs net. Hunt up the wall to Telejohn. Swenson carries it out, throws it far side for Welch. Welch gives it back to Swenson, who takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Telejohn up to Bear. Bear tries to get it back down. A couple Capital players hold it high in the zone, then eventually get it out. Good chip there by Swenson. Welch gets it back, throws it. It's going to go all the way towards the net. Capitals go behind their own net. Up and out of the zone they come. Good job there by Swenson to run him over. Get shoulder to shoulder. Now Hunt holds the zone. Puck then comes back up right past him. Capital coming down the wall with speed. Hathaway picks it up. Cuts to the middle. Across the logo on the red line. Sends it all the way in. Gloved by the goalie, and he hangs on. Not a whole lot of generated offensive chances for the Bulldogs here. Long-range shots. 3:53 left. Halfway wins another draw. Done very well today. Now up and out of the zone, the Capitals come. Tried to chip it down. Valentini's got it. Pushes it right behind the net. Centering attempt. Right. Oh, I thought it was under the pad of Swenson, but must have got underneath him all the way. Went through for goal number 2 for the Capitals. (2-0), 3:37 remaining in period 1. Heilman, Moon, and Brown. I think it's time to lay some bod here, boys. Throwing far side, walking in, shot, save. Steered wide. Moon trying to poke it out. Capitals hold, throwing wide. Steered by the stick of Swenson to the far corner. They'll chip it back deep. Heilman in a battle in the corner. Hunt down to help him out. Capitals carry it out, trying to jam it into the pad. Pops out front, goes to the far corner. Moving high off the glass, all the way down for an icing whistle. Not a bad ice there. High up in the zone, long range shot, loose in the slot. Another save by Swenson. Good job to find it, slide across. Make that save on the rebound putback attempt. Capitals carry the puck, then it goes up high to the point. Tried to rim it around, but it's on the wall. Telejohn can't get it out. I'll send it deep again. From behind the net. Capitals have it. Thrown out front, goes off a stick. Now a slap shot from the point. Swenson dives on it for a whistle.
Tom, it's good commentary, but I'm wondering why you don't have any pants on.
That's how I roll, Ken. I could use a cameraman if you're not doing anything. That's what she said.
All right, you comment on it.
Sounds good. All right, down in the corner. Lose a battle. Outnumbered them. Still lost it. Now in the slot, backhand attempt. Gets kicked to the wall. Capitals looking to get it out front. Still can't. Throwing at every chance they can to try to find somebody. They don't even have anybody in the slot, so they keep throwing it there anyway. Now up to the point. Shot. Whoa, 2 panels wide. And easy break out there. All the way down. Capitals regroup behind their net. Rim it high out into the neutral zone. Bears got it. Bear will send it through. Hathaway's got it from the blue line. Chips it deep. Cycle back down low. Capitals up the wall trying to get it out. Bulldogs turn it back. Conlon takes a swing and gets a good piece of a Capital player there. For the moment, they're in the zone, and now here come the Capitals out the other way. Oh, angle just not quite. Got behind him a little bit. Capitals send it back deep. Behind the net, Dunker looks up, throws it right through the skates of Smooter. Goes all the way down. Icing will be the call with 55 seconds remaining in period 1. Bulldogs trail 2-0. Seem to have lost their physical edge as well. Let's see if we can get that back here. Clean win by the Capitals up to the point. Brown's going to run him over. Out we come. Thrown to the middle. Moon going after it, but loses the race. Brown's able to pick it up, chip it deep. Moon all the way down into the corner, looking out front. Turns back up the wall. Goes back down to a knee. Brown's got it. Goes up to the point. Valentini. Puck was tumbling over end to end. Heilman's got it. takes a shot, gets blocked. Puck still below the goal line, and Moon's able to keep it there. Centering attempt. Goalie sticks it to the back wall. Now out of the corner come the Capitals. Heilman with a hit at the top of the zone. Valentini far side for Moon. Carries it in. Gets rode into the wall. Heilman's got it. Throws it towards the net. Stick wide to the corner. Dunker coming down the wall. Period expires. So the Capitals take a 2-0 lead into our first intermission, which will be a quick one, only the 1 minute variety. Is there a pause on there?
All right, we're on it.
Here we are back for period 2. Bulldogs trail 2-0. Swenson to take the draw. Telejohn's got it. Carries it into the zone. Throws it ahead for Swenson. And goalie was there about the same time. Swenson's got it behind the net. Center attempt. Oh! Welchie had it. And he got a couple on goal there. Good spark. Good first start for the second period for the Bulldogs. Capitals win the draw, down into the corner, rim it behind their net, all the way up high in the zone and out. Coming down 3-on-2. And, tried to tuck it short side, goes off the post and all the way out of the zone. Welch has got it, he'll drop it back for Hunt. Hunt behind his net. It's kind of knocked over a little bit, but here come the Capitals. Oh, that one went off something and then over the top of the crossbar. Now in the corner, up to the point. Shot blocked by Welch. Here comes Swenson, defenseman down, 3-on-1. Bulldogs, Swenson up the left side. Carries it across to the right, tried to get it back, and goes off the skate of the D-man. To the corner, Capitals get it up and out of the zone. Bears there for it. From the red line, tries to throw it back in, but they stick it down and chip it deep into the Bulldogs' end. Dunker goes behind his net, walks out front, throws it far side for Swenson from the red line, makes a move to the middle, whiffs on a shot, and it's turned over. Here come the Capitals back the other way. And we had forwards changing. And finally catch back up to the play. Hathaway sends him into the wall. Dunker with a sort of a hit attempt behind. Smuter chips a pass up to the point. Almost won the race on the way down. But St. Paul brings it back. Oh, they were offsides. Shot right into the chest of Swenson. Hangs on for the whistle. 13-12 remaining period 2. Hathaway to take the draw against a gentleman with a very long name that goes shoulder to shoulder. Puck goes over the wall. Shot far side. Oh, the guy tried to kill Smuter, but he missed him, thankfully. And sent back deep behind the net. Capitals looking to get it out front. Conlon's the one that's there. Feeds the point nicely. Now up high into the zone. Be nice if we'd run through that defenseman instead of avoiding him. Chip to the middle. Hathaway makes a move around him. He's going to get there, runs the guy over. Oh, as he's laying on the ice, he gets a lucky stick out to poke it off Sean's stick. Oh, here come the Capitals the other way. They'll get it into the zone. Hathaway will be the winner of the race. Sends it back in the corner to Conlon, who throws it to the point. Shot. Stick save goes wide to the boards. Oh, Sean ran him over a little bit. Hard to pull up there. That's a penalty you can't really avoid. Looked a lot worse than it was. Everyone yelling can just shut up. Yeah, tough one there. Making the right play, and a guy goes down to a knee and basically had no choice but to run him over. Puck goes over to the wall, up to the point, walking to the middle, back over to the wall, now back up high, working the perimeter, back to the middle, shot right into the glove of Swenson. Take those all day with zero traffic in front. Puck is over on the wall, trying to win a battle maybe, and St. Paul comes away with it. It'll go back up to the point and reset. A very vanilla power play so far. Trying to throw it back door, but somebody got a stick on it. Puck's loose. Bears got it in the corner, chips it up, but not out. They'll cycle it back up high again. Now probably go over to the wall. Yep, back to the wall. Now he'll go back up high. Oh, we're going down low. They're throwing a changeup. So not much moving around except the puck going back and forth between a couple guys. Now he's going to turn back around. 58 seconds left on the power play. Cycling it. Switch spots. Now this guy from up high throws it. Pad saved by Swenson. Brown's able to chip it out. There's a little too much steam on it. Yeah, just barely. So a good bump over to the wall that just had a little too much heat on it. Makes it all the way down by about 5 feet. St. Paul player wasn't exactly skating his hardest to catch that one. So D-zone draw with 45 seconds left. Bulldogs still shorthanded. Puck is won by St. Paul up to the point. Walking to the middle, throwing it over down low from the goal line, carrying it around the net, up the wall. Now walking in, leaving it back for his teammate. We're going to have a in the crease call. So faceoff comes out of the zone. 29 seconds remaining. Big faceoff here. Could essentially kill this penalty off if we can just win a draw, control it, carry it out. And we do for the moment. Mason gets doesn't quite gain the red line. Needed 5 more feet. Everything was going according to plan. The red line was in the wrong spot. So face-off now with 21 seconds left in the power play. 10:29 remaining in period 2. Capitals control up to the point, walking in, shooting. Stick save. Goes around the net. Now from an angle, shot is blocked. Welch carries it out, leaves it ahead for Swenson, who takes it down. He's going in alone, and he gets 2 chances. Drew a penalty. We're going to get a hook on St. Paul, so we'll be penalty had just expired for the Bulldogs. So now they'll go on their first power play. Going to see Swenson remain out there to take the draw with Welch and Telejohn. Hunt and Bear at the point. One up to Bear. Takes a look. Shot. Deflected. Oh, and it's in! Believe that's going to be Swenson on the goal, assisted by Bear. That power play was 4 seconds old when it crossed the line. So with 10:03 remaining in period 2, Bulldogs climb back within 1. Swenson's going to carry it in again. Takes a shot off the pad, rebound, couldn't get it back on net. Puck still in the corner. Welch has got it behind the net. Goes up high to Hunt, who's able to hold. Threw it back down the wall to Welch. Welch will try to poke it deep. Now he's got it in the corner battling. Centered it, nobody home. Capitals carry it out across the red line into the Bulldog zone. They'll get it down into the corner. Chipping it around. Welch is over there to pick it up. Gets it high up in the zone. Now out. But the Capitals recover. Sent far side. They gain the line. Oh, good thing he didn't finish that hit. He turned his back right before he was about to pretty much get put right on his ass. But anywho, here we come. Over to the wall by Welch. Swenson will pick it up. Backhand it up and out of the zone. Capitals throw it back deep. Bulldogs need to change a couple guys, I would think. Into the zone, not very far. Capitals will turn it around. Carry it in offside. Whistle blows. Face-off will be just outside the Bulldog zone. Hathaway to take the draw. Goes between his feet now. Carried in right toward the net, but Valentini gets a stick on it. Conlon picks it up, takes a look. He's got room to skate, makes a move. Gets knocked off the puck, but it's still high up in the zone. Capitals are there, but Bulldogs chip it out. St. Paul falls back, tries to make a pass through the neutral zone. Hathaway picks it off and kicks it, but back to a Capitals player. They'll carry it down the wall from the goal line, tried to center. Oh, it went on goal, right under the pad, or right at the pad of Swenson. That one kind of pinballed around, and everybody lost it. So 8:22 remaining in period 2. Hathaway's got it under his feet, got his man tied up, but St. Paul picks it up, throws it up to the point. Shot and a good pad save there by Swenson. Over in the corner, St. Paul trying to get it to the middle. Hathaway picks it up, carries it out. Keeps skating, keeps skating. Oh, got poked off his stick. Valentini takes it away. Here come the Bulldogs back the other way. Gain the red line, throw it to the far corner. Conlon down the wall. He's got to hit that guy. Now carried through the middle, all the way in. Weakly toward the slot, and Smooter just bangs it up right to the point. They walk to the middle, then feed it back down low. Shot and a blocker save. Get the stick on that. Carry it out. You got room. Keep going wide. Down the wall. Throws it to the middle. Smooter shot right in the chest. Rebound. Conlon couldn't put it home. Puck's still loose. Smooter had a whack at it. Now here comes St. Paul the other way. Bulldogs got a back check, please. Nice job there, Bear. Bears, he takes a swing. Gets just enough of it. The puck leaks in offside. 7:16 remaining in period 2. Bulldogs trail 2-1. Heilman to take the draw just outside his zone. Wins it back. Knocked over to the wall. Hunt will be there first. Looking ahead. Tried to get it to Brown. It's picked off by a Capital player. Heilman takes down Gorga Jaworski, or whatever that kid's name is. Now behind the net. Battling for it. Bulldogs are able to hold. St. Paul just rims it behind their own net. Moon's over there. Goes up high, but nobody's there. Brown holds it in the zones from the blue line. Sends it over for Heilman, who throws it back down deep again. Chases after it himself. Grayson's got to shut the door on that other side. But here comes St. Paul back the other way. Pitching it toward the middle. Stick and a glove down on it by Swenson. 6:32 remaining in period 2. So in order to hold the zone, when we go around the net, or forward on the other side, you got to shut the door. Valentini throws it around, picked up by St. Paul, now up to the point. Shot from long range, right off the pad. Welch has got it, taking a look, throws it far side for Swenson. Across the red line, gains the line. Shot, oh, and here comes Welch on the putback. Goes around the net. Swenson able to hold it, keep it low, got tripped, no call. His feet taken right out from under him. Good job getting back there, and St. Paul's just going to throw it deep. Dunker will be there first. Over on the wall, he will not be there first. Okay. Now St. Paul's got it below the net, centering attempt right into the glove. Excuse me, not right into the glove. Good glove save there by Swenson. Read it the whole way. Face-off comes back right on the doorstep. Oh, they had a whack at it, but I think Swenson got a stick on it. Now puck goes up to the point. They make a move, carry it around a couple people, send it to the other side. Shot, hits the stick. It's loose underneath him. So, not sure. I think he might have thought it went high and over the net, because he turned around and looked for it on the back wall. But whatever it hit, it landed right between his feet. Good vision by a Capitals player to just swing a stick right at Swenson's feet and tap that one in, and they go up 3-1 with 5:33 remaining in period 2. Bulldogs had the draw right back to him, but here comes, oh boy, oi, oi. So, Bulldogs kind of pulled the draw back to their end, and very short shift there for that line. Didn't do a whole lot other than pretty much just watched their center take it right down the center lane and beat Maxey over the blocker. So, all right, Telejohn Law loses it, comes back out, but he gets it back, throws it to Valentini. Good job turning it back the other way. Telejohn across the red line, throws it to the far wall. Go all the way down on the forecheck now. They'll throw it up this side. Valentini there. Gets a stick on it, keeps it deep. They'll rim it behind their net up to the point. Dunker will pitch it. Oh, now that's going to be icing coming down the other way. So just kind of rimmed around the wall a couple times, but we held the zone there. It would be the positive a couple times.
Fifth time, F2 and F3 are standing at the top of the circles. What are you expecting to do?
And rimmed all the way around, up high in the zone. Thrown back in, offside. Welch has got it, throws it far side. Dunker will carry in. Down the wall he goes, from the goal line. Centered it, and Welch had it for a moment, was kind of tied up. St. Paul just throws it all the way down. That's going to be on goal. Icing had already been waved off anyways. I think he was saying that the Bulldogs could have played that puck. Okay. 4:27 remaining. Bulldogs trail 4-1 in the second period. Capitals control the draw from the point. Long range shot. Hits Swenson in the logo. Now he's laying down. And shot goes around the net. Hand pass will be a call here, and whistle, and the faceoff will come outside the zone. Puck goes down into the Bulldog zone. They'll just throw it out, and St. Paul picks it up, carry it out, up through the red line, pass to the middle. They'll have to be offsides if it goes in, but it does not. Just a little tennis match going on in the neutral zone is all. And eventually St. Paul will get it, throw it down into the corner. Hunt wins the race, chips it up the wall. St. Paul cycles it back down with nobody there, but then they get somebody down to pick it up. Again, more back and forth with these forwards. Tried to center it, and shot goes up high, hit somebody, and didn't make it on net. Smooter goes after it. St. Paul will throw it up through the neutral zone. Bear will pick it off, skate it all the way in, throws it deep from behind the net. St. Paul picks it up, carries across center ice logo into the Bulldog zone, wide left at the goal line. Nobody there, so he'll circle it around, centers it, but guy was on his backhand now. Net comes off. The net is off. The net is off, sir. Oh, he's going to put it back. That's fine. Conlon skates it out. Whiffs on the dump attempt. Here comes St. Paul, 3-on-2. Forwards just kind of lollygagging. And they'll cycle it back deep. Tried to center. Flutters high into the glove of Swenson. 2:39 remaining in period 2. Bulldogs trail by a score of 4-1. And have been back on their heels for about the last 8 minutes. Face-off goes into the corner, sent around far side. Brown picks it up. Up the wall he comes. Across the red line. Oh, tried to chip it deep. And Brown's now got it. Walk into the middle. Shot. Water bottle topper. Top shelf. We call that a bottle rocket in the business. Short side snipe. Bulldogs back within 2.
Good boy, Brown.
2:21 remaining in period 2. Signs of life have emerged from the white bench. Moon's got it on the wall, sends it back to his D. Smart play. Valentini off the wall to Heilman, who gets it deep. Him and Brown will go in on the forecheck. Center goes off the side of the cage. Capitals bring it out. Dunker takes a swing. Gets back, gets the puck on his stick, throws it up to the point, held in. Back deep they go. Bulldogs need to just get the puck out of there, please. Let's go. Okay. You got them outnumbered. Now we're coming up the wall. Brown gets it around him. Not around the second guy. They throw it back all the way. Stick on goal, and Swenson hangs on for a whistle.
If neck tattoo would get the hell off the wall,
Minute 31 remaining in period 2. Be nice to get one more before we go to the intermission and the resurface. Bulldogs needing one more, and they've got him. Puck is dropped. Swenson knocks it to the corner. Punt plays it behind his net. St. Paul's there. Up to the point. D to D. Walking. Shooting wide. Now from the corner. Cycled back around behind the net. Looking for somebody out front. They'll throw it up high out of his reach. Welch on the neutral zone forecheck. Good effort there. Created a turnover. Oh, but it goes all the way down, and St. Paul's got it back again. Walking to the middle. Good stick there by Hunt. Kicked over to the wall. Now thrown up high. Cycled back down the wall. Into the slot. And eventually Swenson gets it. I lost sight of it when it was up in the air spinning, but 49 seconds remaining in the period. Bulldogs could really use a face-off win and chip this thing out. Puck goes through the feet of a couple kids, and now from the neutral zone, St. Paul will send it back deep, around behind the net. Dunker over into the corner, can't get it poked around him. Now Hathaway's got it, off the wall behind the net. Valentini trying to get it up high, but St. Paul gets it gets it to the point. Shot is steered to the far corner. Now they'll throw it back out of the corner. 20 seconds left in the period. Thrown back deep. Valentini over to it. Now up to the point. Good block there by Smuter. Walking down the wall. And time expires.